have heard about the narcissus plant, but you may not know about the deep, rich history of the flower's origin and its use in perfumery. The name narcissus comes from the Greek word narke, meaning numbing. The plant's fragrance is heady and complex, with notes of jasmine, ylang-ylang, green, spicy, white floral, halite, honeyed, and animalic when processed into an absolute. The flowers are likely originated in the Middle East or Mediterranean region. In France, it grows wild south of the Loire, with notable picking zones in the Aubrac region extending into Cantal, Puy-de-Dôme, Ardèche, and Mont-Lozère. The Aubrac region is known for its biodiversity and flower gathering. It is a volcanic plateau with meadows, bogs, glacial lakes, and granite villages. Narcissus has been part of local industry for herbal medicine and the manufacture of teas and liquors. Narcissus has been used in perfumery since the 17th century. Simon Barbe mentioned wild narcissus being harvested near Grasse. Distillation of narcissus yields poor results, and maceration with hot fat was used before volatile solvent extraction. In the 18th century, Narcissus tazetta was cultivated in the southern France. Narcissus poeticus entered perfumery in the 19th century and was harvested in various regions, including Grasse and the Netherlands. Different species of narcissus were named based on their growing regions, leading to confusion in perfumery. The Narcissus tazetta was the field narcissus, and the Narcissus poeticus the plain or mountain narcissus. 100. Roer Bertrand Filz first extracted narcissus using petroleum ether, providing narcissus concrete and absolute. These volatile solvent extracts were initially rougher but opened new creative possibilities for perfumers. In the 20th century, agriculture near Grasse shifted from livestock to arable farming. Narcissus absolute has evolved in scent over the past 50 years due to improved transportation and reduced fermentation. It was often sold bouqueted or mixed with other substances until the 1960s and remains rare and expensive. Is seen as a symbol of vanity in the West and resilience in the East, appearing in various cultures and art forms since ancient times. The myth of Narcissus falling in love with his reflection is central. The flower appears posthumously, symbolizing transformation. Artists like Poussin, Waterhouse, and Dali explore themes of vanity and self-obsession through the flower. Narcissus was featured in detailed botanical illustrations by artists like Mary Delany and Pierre-Joseph Redoute, and became a popular motif in Art Nouveau design. Persian culture, Narcissus symbolizes beauty, and in China it represents good luck and is featured in traditional New Year celebrations. The flower also appears in Chinese and Japanese art, often associated with nature and renewal. From botanical studies to modern interpretations, Narcissus has remained a symbol of vanity, renewal, and beauty across art forms and cultures. French, the flower is called Neige de Mai, which means May snow, and is associated with self-adoration and introspection. In China, the narcissus blooms during the New Year, symbolizing fortune, prosperity, and aquatic divinities. Its bulbs are used in traditional medicine, credited with combating tumors since Hippocrates' time. In Greek mythology, Homer describes the Narcissus as a divine trap created by god Zeus to lure Persephone, leading to her abduction by Hades. Ovid's myth portrays Narcissus, a youth doomed by self-obsession who transforms into the flower after gazing at his reflection endlessly. The Narcissus represents rustic beauty and emotional joy, as depicted in John Giono's Joy of Man's Desiring, where it sparks introspection and pleasure. Narcissus grows wild in the Aubrac region of France at altitudes exceeding 1,000 meters. These flowers thrive in acidic, humid soils and are commonly found in damp meadows, often near pools or streams. Narcissus plants can tolerate both full sunlight and partial shade, but they require significant rainfall from April to late May for optimal growth. However, when land is drained, the narcissus tends to disappear. Cold weather and late frost can severely damage the plant during its budding phase. The ideal conditions for blooming occur when daytime temperatures reach 20 degrees Celsius, with nighttime temperatures ranging from 6 degrees Celsius to 8 degrees Celsius. Primary predator of the narcissus is the water vole, which feeds on its bulbs. Despite these challenges, narcissus plants can survive brief snow and cold spells with temperatures as low as -5 degrees Celsius. Narcissus harvest takes place between late May and mid-June, following the jonquil harvest. On sunny days, picking begins at 6 a.m. and continues until noon, whereas on cooler or cloudier days, harvesting may extend into the afternoon. Over the years, the number of pickers has increased, with 200 to 400 people participating annually, depending on the demand and the abundance of flowers. Narcissus harvesting is one of the rare instances of mechanization in the perfumery industry. Without mechanization, the harvest might have disappeared due to labor shortages and the high cost of manual harvesting. As one of the least populated regions in France, Aubrac faces a scarcity of labor, but mechanization has made the process more accessible, attracting local workers. Initially, pickers harvested narcissus flowers by hand, using a nail to cut the flower at the ovary and collecting the blossoms in cloth sacks. In the 1970s, a comb-like tooth rake was introduced, allowing pickers to mow flowers above their stems more efficiently. Later, a tool known as the chariot was introduced, increasing efficiency by 3 to 4 times in areas with dense flowering. Picked, narcissus flowers are extremely fragile and must be processed within a day to maintain their quality. A network of collectors facilitates quick transportation from the fields to the factory. The flowers are weighed in the field or at collection points in villages using electric scales or steel yard balances. Pickers are paid around €2 per kilogram, with the rate adjusted annually based on supply and demand. At the factory, the flowers are spread on a cement floor in a 20 centimeter thick layer. They are turned every 2 hours or less frequently in cooler temperatures to minimize the loss of aromatic compounds. In perfumery, narcissus flowers are processed through solvent extraction to produce a concrete, which is later transformed into an absolute via an alcohol wash. The absolute is preferred for use in fine perfumery due to its superior purity compared to the concrete, which contains insoluble waxes. VSE, or volatile solvent extraction technique, isolates the aromatic compounds in the narcissus. The flowers are placed in a 1,200-liter extraction tank equipped with perforated metal trays suspended around a central shaft. Each tray holds approximately 135 kilograms of flowers, which are evenly distributed to prevent clumping. The process results in a waxy, solidified mass known as concrete. The concrete undergoes an alcohol wash, which transforms it into a fully soluble absolute. From 1 kilogram of concrete, approximately 375 grams of absolute are obtained. Narcissus Absolute is renowned for its intense and multifaceted fragrance. It features a diffusive green and fruity top note, a spicy green floral heart with balsamic and tuberose undertones, and a base of herbaceous hay, honeyed tobacco, and earthy notes. This complex aroma has inspired some of the world's most iconic perfumes, such as Narcissus Blue by Hermès 2013, Number 19 by Chanel 1971, Je Reviens by Worth 1932, which explores the green and vegetal qualities of narcissus with a hint of animalic sweet, then Le Narcisse Noir by Caron 1911, perhaps the most famous of all, though it contains no actual narcissus absolute and instead recreates the scent using other raw material. And so, the journey of the narcissus, from the wild meadows of Aubrac to the refined elegance of fine perfumery, tells a story of nature's beauty, human craftsmanship, and the delicate balance between tradition and innovation. Each bloom carries with it the essence of its origins, bringing the timeless allure of the Aubrac region to fragrances cherished around the world. Thank you for joining us on this fragrant journey.